Imagine stumbling upon a colossal, breathtaking temple complex hidden deep within the dense Cambodian jungle. A place so vast, so intricately designed, that it seems to whisper ancient secrets from a time long forgotten. Welcome to Angkor Wat, the jewel of the Khmer Empire, and arguably one of the most magnificent architectural wonders ever built by human hands. Now, before you start thinking this is just another old ruin covered in vines, let me assure you, Angkor Wat is anything but ordinary. It's the kind of place that makes archaeologists' jaws drop and history buffs dream of quitting their day jobs to become full-time treasure hunters. But what really makes Angkor Wat fascinating isn't just its size or beauty. It's the mystery surrounding it. How did an empire nearly 1,000 years ago manage to build such a perfectly symmetrical masterpiece without cranes or modern machinery? What stories lie hidden in its walls and bas-reliefs? And why, after centuries of glory, was this city of temples swallowed by the jungle only to be rediscovered hundreds of years later? In this video, we're going to peel back the layers of time and uncover the secrets of Cambodia's lost capital. From the soaring spires that touch the sky to the intricate carvings that tell stories of gods, kings, and cosmic battles, get ready for a journey into history, mystery, and a little bit of magic. So buckle up. Because Angkor Wat is more than just a temple. It's a timeless enigma waiting to be explored. To truly appreciate Angkor Wat, we have to rewind the clock back nearly 1,000 years to the height of the Khmer Empire, one of Southeast Asia's most powerful and sophisticated civilizations. Imagine a sprawling kingdom stretching across present-day Cambodia, Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam, ruled by ambitious kings who saw architecture not just as building structures, but as cosmic expressions of divine power. Enter King Suryavarman II, the visionary ruler who commissioned Angkor Wat in the early 12th century. This wasn't just a temple, it was a colossal statement, symbol of his authority, religious devotion, and the Khmer Empire's dominance. Unlike most Hindu temples of the era, Angkor Wat was uniquely oriented to the west, a direction often associated with death and the afterlife, hinting that it may have also served as Suryavarman's funerary temple. Talk about planning ahead. Angkor Wat was dedicated primarily to Vishnu, the Hindu god known as the preserver and protector of the universe, setting it apart from other temples that usually honored Shiva or other deities. The temple's design mirrors the Hindu cosmology. Think of it as a giant, three-dimensional mandala, where the central towers represent Mount Meru, the mythical mountain at the center of the universe. Surrounding this sacred mountain are concentric layers of walls and moats, symbolizing the oceans and mountains encircling the world. The temple wasn't just a religious site, it was a political tool, a display of the king's divine right to rule and a unifying symbol for the Khmer people. The construction itself was a massive undertaking that likely involved tens of thousands of laborers, artisans and engineers over several decades. By the time it was completed, Angkor Wat had become not only the largest religious monument on the planet, but also a masterpiece that fused spiritual symbolism with architectural genius. It wasn't just a temple, it was the beating heart of an empire that sought to reflect the cosmos on Earth. Angkor Wat isn't just a temple, it's a jaw-dropping feat of engineering and artistry that continues to baffle experts to this day. Picture this. Over 1 million sandstone blocks, some weighing up to 1.5 tons each, carefully quarried and transported from more than 50 kilometers away. Without cranes, trucks, or forklifts, how did they move these massive stones across jungle and rivers? It's one of history's great "how did they do that" moments. The temple complex stretches over 162 hectares. Yes, that's roughly the size of 300 football fields. It's surrounded by a moat more than 190 meters wide, which isn't just for dramatic effect. The water system around Angkor Wat was an integral part of the design. symbolizing the cosmic ocean and serving practical functions like flood control and irrigation. The Khmer engineers were masters of hydraulics, turning the entire city into a living, breathing machine. Angkor Wat's layout is a symphony of geometry and symbolism. The central towers, shaped like lotus buds, soar skyward in perfect symmetry, representing Mount Meru, the mythological center of the universe in Hindu and Buddhist cosmology. The temple's orientation is also remarkable. It faces west, which, as mentioned before, is unusual for Hindu temples and might hint at funerary functions or solar alignments. Walk through its galleries and you'll find bas-reliefs stretching over 1,200 square meters. Massive stone storyboards carved with painstaking detail. They depict epic tales like the Ramayana and Mahabharata, battles between gods and demons, historical events, and scenes from daily Khmer life. These carvings aren't just art. They're a window into the worldview, culture, and values of the Khmer people. And the precision? Well, the sandstone blocks fit together so seamlessly that even a razor blade couldn't slide between them. Experts theorize they use some form of abrasive technology and exacting craftsmanship to achieve this tight fit, which has helped the structure withstand the test of centuries. The temple's construction timeline? Roughly 30 to 40 years, a staggering achievement given the technology of the time. Coordinating tens of thousands of workers, sourcing materials, and executing a design of such complexity without modern project management tools is a testament to the Khmer Empire's organizational genius. So, Angkor Wat isn't just a relic. It's a monument to human ingenuity, a masterpiece of art and science intertwined. Next, we'll explore the mysteries surrounding its decline and abandonment, because even the greatest empires have their twilight. Despite its grandeur and brilliance, Angkor Wat didn't remain the vibrant heart of the Khmer Empire forever. Like many great civilizations, it faced a slow, mysterious decline that still puzzles historians and archaeologists alike. So, what happened to this magnificent city? And why was it eventually swallowed by the jungle? The decline of Angkor Wat and the Khmer Empire began around the 14th and 15th centuries, a period marked by a mix of environmental challenges, political turmoil, and external threats. Some experts point to changes in the region's climate, severe droughts followed by intense monsoons, that disrupted the elaborate water management system, which was the empire's lifeline. Imagine trying to run a sprawling metropolis when the very canals and reservoirs you depend on are breaking down. Political instability also played a crucial role. As rival kingdoms vied for power, the Khmer Empire's grip weakened. In 1431, the city of Angkor was sacked by the Ayutthaya kingdom from present-day Thailand, delivering a blow from which it never fully recovered. The capital was eventually moved south to Phnom Penh, and Angkor gradually faded from political relevance. The jungle, ever patient and persistent, began to reclaim the sprawling complex. Trees rooted in the cracks of stone walls, vines draped over towers, and roots pried apart centuries-old carvings. For hundreds of years, Angkor Wat remained hidden under this thick canopy, forgotten by the outside world, but never truly lost. Its rediscovery came in the 19th century, when French explorer stumbled upon the ruins and described them as the finest architectural achievement in the world. His writings ignited global interest, and what was once a lost city soon became a symbol of Cambodia's rich history and cultural heritage. Yet, even today, many questions remain unanswered. Why did the Khmer Empire not or could not adapt to these challenges? Were there internal struggles we don't yet know about? Did hidden factors accelerate its downfall? This decline is a humbling reminder. No matter how mighty, every empire is vulnerable to nature, politics, and the sands of time. The story of Angkor Wat doesn't end with its rediscovery. It's a saga of resilience, passion, and global collaboration to preserve a treasure that belongs not just to Cambodia, but to all of humanity. After Henri Mouhot's 19th century accounts brought Angkor Wat back into the world's spotlight, it sparked waves of archaeological exploration and conservation efforts that continue to this day. Initially, many early explorers and colonial administrators approached Angkor Wat as a mysterious ruin to be documented, sketched and admired. But it wasn't until the early 20th century that organised archaeological expeditions, led primarily by the French School of the Far East, began serious restoration and preservation work. These pioneers faced enormous challenges. Centuries of jungle overgrowth, weathering and structural damage left the site fragile and at risk. The journey was anything but smooth. Cambodia's turbulent history, including civil wars and the devastating Khmer Rouge regime, interrupted preservation efforts and caused further damage to the temples. Looting and illegal artifact trading also threatened the site's integrity, forcing international bodies to step in. UNESCO's designation of Angkor Wat as a World Heritage Site in 1992 marked a turning point. It galvanized a global commitment to safeguard the site through funding, expertise, and technology. Today, restoration teams combine traditional craftsmanship with cutting-edge tools, laser scanning to map every inch of the complex, 3D modeling to plan repairs, and chemical treatments to preserve delicate carvings. And if you ever get the chance to visit, approach with respect, reverence, and an eagerness to learn. Thank you for joining this exploration of Angkor Wat, the ancient mystery that continues to captivate hearts and minds worldwide. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more fascinating journeys into history's greatest enigmas. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and keep the spirit of discovery alive.